Ford's outgoing advertising line is bold moves. Trouble is, most of the cars that came to market under that slogan weren't. Now the folks from the Blue Oval present Flex. This ought to wake up the neighbors. Intended to take the place of the Windstar minivan, this rig is a big deal, especially in size.
Since it seats up to 7, its competitors are vehicles like Highlander, Pilot, GMC Acadia, but Flex looks nothing like any of those.
Think gigantic Scion XB, or with the optional painted roof, an XXL Mini Cooper. Ford has brought us auto writers to Santa Monica, California to show off the advantages of putting a rectangle on wheels.
You'll notice when you get into Flex, it's quite easy to get in and out of.
Because the door curves inward. That means the sill doesn't have to stick out as far.
So in a parking lot situation, very easy to squeeze in. And it also, a secondary benefit is it keeps your pant legs clean because the door actually seals off to the bottom of that rocker. It stays nice and clean and it's easy to get in and out of.
Need to carry lots of stuff? The interior of Flex is... well, you just can't get around this one. It's flexible. The only vehicles on hand are top-of-the-line limited models. Materials and textures look nice. Fit and finish is spot on. The Microsoft Sync system that offers up seamless connection to music players and cell phones is here. So is a nav system that can find the cheapest gas, a safe view rearward, and Sony-branded sound. The Strakes, found on the outside, are carried into the very roomy cabin.
Back here with all this space and loads of legroom, it will remind you of a limousine, also limo-like. Get the 6-passenger Flex, and there's a fridge option. It really works.
Passengers will not want for cup holders, and standard home power chargers can be used here. It's easy to climb into the third row, which is large enough to handle adults. On these events, we're always paired up with another journalist.
So I noticed you write for the Hollywood Reporter. Any stars you could see in this?
Anybody with a big family.
Angelina Jolie.
If they make a hybrid, she might buy one, yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting deceptively high, stars and normal folk alike will find the ride smooth, supple, and quiet. Though put your foot into the throttle and you'll definitely hear the 262-horse V6. It's hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. There's decent power for everyday driving, similar to the competition. As a big box, the government rates gas mileage at an average of 21 miles per gallon for the front drive Flex, 19 with optional all-wheel drive. Flex starts at 29 grand and can climb past a chilling 45 large if you check all the option boxes. For those who dismiss the polarizing style, I suggest reserving judgment until you see it in person. The Bulldog stance is unique in a hip-to-be-square sort of way. Ford has finally created a bold move with Flex. As always, I like to throw in extras here, this being the Director's Cut podcast version of my reviews. The Ford folks put on a nice production, so to give you the feeling of attending, here's some more of what they had to say.
The first thing you'll notice when you walk up the Flex, the first interface with Flex is there's a touchpad where when you touch your finger on it, it lights up. Very well integrated in. It's a keyless entry pad, so just an easy access and craftsmanship-wise integrated into this B-pillar. And the one that a lot of people sort of walk by, but it has capless fueling. If you haven't seen that already, go take a look at it. It's called Easy Fuel. Open the fuel door. There's nothing there but a hole with a little metal flapper in it. You put the nozzle in. When you're done, pull it out, shut the door, walk away.
By the way, the $790 fridge, which can handle 7 cans of Coke, has a freeze mode for rapid cooling.
Very unique. I think the only other car in the world that has it is the Maybach. So for a couple $100,000 more, you can have one that's actually a little smaller. And we like to joke because we're the first car in the industry with sink and a fridge. So.
That's my initial opinion on the Ford Flex. If you want a longer review, go to the website www.nwcn.com/autos. There's always a longer review there and a link to my email. That's Drive. I'm Tom Volk.